Hey, what's up guys? It's officially been 1 year since I've had my 24 GR Corolla. So I wanted to take a moment to talk about my experience with it so far. I've always been a casual car guy, but I was never like a hardcore enthusiast. I drove a regular SC15 Corolla for 9 years, not thinking I was ever gonna get a cool, exciting car. But one day I spotted a GR Corolla on the road and I thought, I need that car. I started doing more research on the car and quickly found out that it was only available in manual. At the time, I did not know how to drive manual whatsoever, but I always wanted to learn. So I looked up a driving school, shout out to Primo Driving School out in Brentwood in Los Angeles. Took 3 classes and I just went off on my way right to the Toyota dealership. Initially, my plan with getting this car was to go to a couple of Toyota dealerships to haggle deals. It didn't turn out that way. The first place I went to was North Hollywood Toyota. Sounds so fucking good. I'm okay, thank you.
I'll grab one. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You have coffee, hot chocolate?
All right, thank you.
you.
I spotted this baby right in showroom. I just wanted the car so bad already. I was kind of like in this like I don't care mode. I'm gonna get the car. We hashed out the deal. Right when I drove it off the car with only 7 miles on the odometer, and I stalled about 6 times thinking, what the hell did I just do? So it's been fun learning more and more about cars as I've had this car, which I'm really passionate about. I have about 4,000 miles on it. I know that's not a lot for a year, and I will gladly admit that I've been babying this car a ton, and it is a garage queen as well. I had no shame in that. I just wanted to take care of the car. I've been financing the car as well too. I do want it to last me a long time, and I don't want any issues with it as well. So I definitely do plan to take it out on more trips after I do a complete PPF of it all. Now to talk about some of my favorite things about the GR Corolla. God damn you, crows. It includes the turbocharged engine. This thing takes off. I've never had a car before where it just goes from 0 to 60 so fast. And I know there's faster cars out there, but this car really gives you a boost. Like I've never had a car that throws your head back into the seat quite like this one. And every time I drive it, it just wants to give you more and more and more. My second favorite thing about this car is the traction, the all-wheel drive. You definitely feel it when you're driving, especially on those tight corners at high speeds. The wheels stay on the ground at all times. It feels so stable on the road. It just feels really safe and like you're really in control too. Thirdly, it's the back seats of the car that I really love as well too, because look, this is a part of the GR family, which includes the 8.6 and the Supra, which I love those cars as well, but they're not practical, you know, and I love the 4-door as well too. So with this one, I could throw in friends in the back seat. I could throw in my dogs in the back seat, which has been really great. I could do mini road trips on it. Having this car allows me to have an exciting car, but also keep it pretty practical so that I can have it for a really long time. So next, I want to talk about my car contents. If you follow me on Knowledge Go Rider, you'll notice that I don't like to take myself too seriously, and I really just like to have fun. And you know, being new to the car community, I often felt like it was a dick measuring contest on who has the best car. But for me, I just want to have fun with this car and make it welcoming to all car enthusiasts and lovers. You know, I'm still learning about cars. I'm still learning about the GR Corolla and want to continue learning it. So making content for my car allows me to keep that passion for the GR Corolla. I'm going to be talking about all the modifications that I've made to the car so far. Firstly, I put PPF on the front end of my GR Corolla. This was important to me because the paint job is just everything to me, because I want to keep this car for a very long time. And and part of that, just keeping it looking good. I didn't have enough to PPF the whole car, but I have done the front end and it's been a game changer. Did some paint correction on it before I put it on. Also, tinted windows, of course, keeps my car a little bit more private and away from the sun as well. And also the black rear taillights, which I love. So simple, not too expensive, but makes a major difference in terms of changing up the look and making it that bold, darker look, black on black type of look too. All of that was done by Impeccable Wraps as well. This is not a sponsored post. I paid full price for all those modifications. So shout out to them for doing such a good job with it. Next, I'm going to talk about my steering wheel, which was sponsored by Marvel Motorsports. Thank you for that steering wheel. It's amazing. I would say my favorite part of it all was figuring out how to install it, which I looked up a YouTube video. Shout out to TJLC, who has a great tutorial on how to change your steering wheel on YouTube. So that helped me out a lot. I love the steering wheel because it just has this really beautiful carbon fiber look, red 12 o'clock, forged grip on the steering wheel as well, which gives it a really great feeling when you're turning and handling the car as well. Overall, the best interior I have on that car in general. I swear this crow just wants to sabotage the sound of my video. Next up, Ascend Racing and their weighted shift knobs. That is another sponsored post, so thank you again, Ascend Racing, for sending me those weighted shift knobs. They've been absolutely incredible, and it takes the driving experience on the GR Corolla to the next level. I got the charcoal black on mine to match the black on black on my car. It just makes the driving and the shifting experience a lot better, a lot more flush and faster, and much more fun to drive. So shout out to them. Thank you, Ascend Racing, for sponsoring me with that weighted shift knob. And lastly, my favorite modification I've made on my car is my wing. It's from Epsilon Plus, not sponsored, paid full price for that. I got the forged carbon fiber option on that. No regrets there. The installation process was pretty fun as well too, and I'm glad to say that I put it on right. I put on the screws as well as they recommended, and I plan on keeping that as my permanent wing as well too. No plans on changing that. Right when I put it on, it instantly changed the look of the car. It looks sexier and just meaner as a GR Corolla. I think every single hatchback absolutely needs a wing like this on their car. Even if you choose to do nothing else to your car, I think that's the mod to go to really take your look of the GR Corolla to the next level and really give it that really cool rally racing look. So absolutely in love with mine. I plan to cover it with PPF soon to really preserve the paint and the carbon fibers. So as my future plans in terms of modifications for my car, firstly, that includes PPFing the rest of my car. So as I mentioned, I only did the front part. I really like the way it's protected the front part. The side of my car, I have a couple of scratches on there. And before I even bought my car, I made the mistake of not knowing that black cars are the least forgiving cars in terms of scratches. Still gonna get my boys over at Impeccable Wraps to do it. Again, paying full price for that, but completely worth it because I want to preserve the color and the paint of this car. Next up is the hood. I want to get the Circuit Edition hood on this car. I actually almost got the Circuit Edition of this car, but chose the premium version. I love the hooded vents. Plan to make that modification a little later. Hopefully I can hit up and find one up that matches the paint match really well and change that up soon. And next, I also plan to put a lip kit on my car as well too. I have my eye on the Epsilon Plus carbon fiber lip kit. Hopefully I can save enough money to afford that soon, but I want to do a ton more things to my car, but those are my 3 main priorities for 2025. But anyway, thank you for following me along on this journey, and more car content to come.